Okay.
It's a big day today.
Why is that?
Well, I'm wearing my glasses for the first time on Sundays with Chipster.
Wow.
Normally I wear contacts that I get from
Hot librarian look.
Dr. Brian. So welcome back to Sundays with Chipster.
Right.
We are recovering from vacation. You need a week off after vacation to recover from vacation.
You
I've
do.
discovered, yeah.
You do.
And I went right back into school, and it's intense. Intense with the capital tense.
First couple of days of work, I'm like, I get to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like exhausted. We just went to Cape May.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so let's give a better intro to that. Yeah.
We had previously gone
Right.
to the shore when we were first
Let me give
met.
a better intro into that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
One of the highlights of
I was doing a terrible job there, so go ahead.
one of the highlights to our trip to Cape May was this photo here, which you may remember, with Chris setting up
nice.
the umbrella. And he does make the comment of he wanted Aunt Mary to stand behind it.
Right, yeah. There's a reason for that comment.
Just in case it blew away.
Stand close to this in case it decides to blow away. Like, just stand behind it.
That brings us back to another trip we made to the New Jersey shore several years ago, probably more than 10 years ago, in Wildwood Crest, where we went down at the beginning of the season. Oh, and we were all set. We had a little umbrella that we had bought, and so we go out to the beach and we set it up, and it was a very windy weekend in Cape May.
Yes, it was.
I mean, in Wildwood Crest.
Yes.
And so our umbrella, a gust of wind comes, and it takes it. And it takes it for a ride, and it goes barreling down the beach.
The umbrella is flying down the beach, and it's
Which was a pretty crowded beach.
and it's going end over end. So the umbrella part would hit, and then the pole. And I'm like, somebody's going to get impaled.
Right.
That's what I thought.
So he goes, oh my God. So he gets up and he starts running after the umbrella. But Chris is the most polite person you could ever want to meet in your life. So if it were me, chasing down after the umbrella, I'd be like, ah! But Chris is like, oh, excuse me, and he's sort of like jumping in between people, and pardon me, he's jumping over.
The beach is crowded, and everybody's got their blankets out and stuff, and this umbrella's shooting through, and I'm having to I'm like a running back,
Yeah.
jumping over.
But he's doing it
people
so
and jumping,
politely and quietly.
Excuse me, pardon me.
But not even with that much in his voice. Oh, excuse me. And then he would I'd see him, and I'm watching this whole thing. I'd see him grasp for it, and just then another
gust
wind.
coming. Shoom.
He ended up about a half mile down the beach, and finally had to bring the umbrella back.
And so of course then I'm walking back
with the
umbrella. The whole beach is looking at me, and I'm not wearing my glasses because I'm on the beach, so I can't find her. So I'm kind of wandering around the beach.
And let me just tell you, at that point,
and she's not.
I'm not holding up a flag saying, here I am.
She's like, yeah. Siobhan!
Who's that strange man? This is one of my favorite beach stories, though.
The other big thing, the two big things, because we're almost to the fall, and the best part about the fall, of course, is football. And I'm getting my fantasy football team together.
Yes.
And that's going to be really, really exciting, and I will keep you up to date on that. We're going to have our draft September 3rd. I'll let you know who's on my team. I made some big moves last year because I'm pretty good at this. I picked up Victor Cruz, who was an unknown in the middle of the year, and he turned out to be a superstar on the New York Giants, who went on to win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but it's also...
That was me being interested, by the way, and I hope
she fakes interest very well.
That I thought I did pretty well.
You did.
Oh, Victor Cruz, you're right. Wow, he did become...
He was a big pickup.
He became quite a sensation.
He did. Anyway, and it's also time for the fall TV shows, which I'm very excited about. American Horror Story. They brought back Jessica Lange.
Oh, okay.
And
that's the one where they're in a house or whatever?
They were,
Yeah.
but it's going to be a completely new story this year.
Oh, okay.
They're not. It's not a continuation. Some of the actors are back, but it's a completely different story. And it's going to be very exciting. The Walking Dead is going to be very, very good. So it's tremendous for me because I'm a huge horror fan. I would have never thought that the great horror is all on television. You know, most of the horror you see
Yeah,
in the
that's
movies
true.
is junky, but on TV they're doing it right. Actually, that can be said for a lot of things. You look at The Sopranos and Mad Men and Dexter; it's all
Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
that's getting very, very high quality, and the movies are, you know, there are some good movies, but a lot of it's just
Not of the quality of
no.
Yeah.
But and one other thing that I wanted to say
Ooh.
is this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, I got to first
He's
tell
my
you.
kind of prince.
Yeah, I got because I hate the royal family. I do. I hate the whole idea of the royal family. I grew up in America. In America, we are raised to believe that every man is created equal and that any person can do anything they want as long as they work at it and earn it. The whole ideal of royalty goes so against that. I don't understand why Americans are so infatuated with the royal family. I mean, they are people who have their position, royalty, first off, kind of says we're better than everybody else. And they're better than everybody else because they were born into that family. They inherited it. They did nothing to get that, which is so un-American. But that aside, well, number two things, because I got to give the Queen something. When I saw the Olympics, the fact that she sat there and never smiled, I thought was tremendous. And I mean that. I did. I thought that's the way the Queen should be. Stoic and strong. And, you know, so they've done a few things to kind of win me over a little bit, but nothing.
Not sure why that one.
Nothing.
I liked when she
It did.
pretended to come out of the airplane.
Coming out of the airplane, that was tremendous. You're right.
I gave her a couple points. For
I
that.
gave her points for that, and I'm not an easy win with the Royals, but this guy's winning me over.
Oh yeah.
Because, number one, if you're going to be a prince, run around naked in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Everybody's giving him crap about that. Run around naked in Las Vegas. You're a prince. You know, you shouldn't be in grad school or over fighting the war. You should be running around naked in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
And the other thing, he did a couple of other things. Now that I'm reading this article, he ran in a race wearing a mask of his brother's face. That's funny.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next week on Sundays with Shipstopher. Woo!